In a remote corner of the Appalachian Mountains, nestled between thick forests and winding rivers, there existed a small, isolated village known as Evergreen Hollow. The village was a relic of the past, untouched by the rapid march of modernization. Evergreen Hollow was home to about 50 residents, each tightly connected by blood and tradition. Generations of families had lived there, and they rarely ventured beyond the village's borders. Outsiders were regarded with suspicion, and few dared to tread the narrow, winding path that led to this hidden hamlet. One crisp autumn morning, something strange happened. The sun rose as usual, casting its golden rays on the village, but when the villagers awoke, they found themselves alone. No neighbors stirred in the cottages, no children played by the creek, and no smoke rose from the chimneys. The entire village had vanished. At first, outsiders believed it was some sort of prank or festival. They searched the nearby woods, thinking the villagers might be hiding. But as the hours turned to days and then weeks, it became clear that Evergreen Hollow had truly disappeared. The authorities were baffled. There were no signs of struggle or foul play. Food was left half-eaten on dining tables, fires still burned in hearths, and clothes hung to dry on lines. Everything was as it should be, except for the people. It was as if they had all been plucked from their lives in an instant. Rumors and theories swirled. Some believed it was the work of supernatural forces, that the village had been spirited away by vengeful spirits of the forest. Others suspected a government conspiracy or secret experiments gone awry. Yet, despite countless investigations, no evidence emerged to explain the mystery.
As the years passed, Evergreen Hollow became a haunting legend, spoken of in hushed tones around campfires. Visitors to the nearby town reported hearing strange voices carried on the wind, whispers of lost souls calling for help. Some claimed to have glimpsed flickering lights in the woods where the village once stood. To this day, the mystery of the vanishing village remains unsolved. Evergreen Hollow has become a ghost town, a place where time stopped, and the echoes of laughter and the warmth of community linger in the crisp mountain air. The villagers, it seems, are trapped in a liminal space, lost to the world, their fate a dark enigma that may never be unraveled.